everyone and welcome back to my channel. On today's video I'm gonna make Turkish pide. It's like a Turkish pizza with two different stuffings. I'm gonna make one with cheese and the other one with beef. I'm also gonna make a very easy yet delicious and soft dough. As usual, all the ingredients and the measurements will be listed down below the video in the description box. Don't forget to follow me on social media, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on the bell button so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. And now, let's start. So for the dough, I'm gonna need some warm milk, warm water, an egg, some yeast, sugar, some vegetable oil, salt, and of course some all-purpose flour. Today I'm going to use my stand mixer. So I have here the bowl of my stand mixer. I have in it the all-purpose flour. I added to it the yeast and the sugar. And to the other side of the flour I added the salt. Make sure that the salt doesn't touch the yeast because that may deactivate the yeast. I'm going to add the egg, the warm milk, the vegetable oil, and finally I'm going to add some warm water. Now all I'm gonna do is to mix all these ingredients together until I have a smooth dough. If you don't have the stand mixer, of course you can do it by hand. Now as you can see here, a dough is formed. It's nice and smooth and nothing is sticking to the sides of the ball. Now I'm just gonna form it into a ball. It doesn't have to be perfect. Here I just added some vegetable oil to the bowl of my stand mixer. I put the dough in and I'm going to make sure that it's oiled from all sides so that it doesn't dry out while rising. Then I'm going to cover it with a cling film and a kitchen towel, and then I'm going to let it rest in a warm place for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. Meanwhile, I'm going to make the filling. The first one is going to be with minced meat. So I have here some minced beef, some tomatoes, some green peppers, red bell peppers. I also have some chopped onions, some tomato paste, butter, and of course some vegetable oil to cook everything. So in a pan on a medium heat, I'm gonna add the onions, of course after I added the vegetable oil and after it comes to the right temperature. I'm gonna saute the onions for a few minutes. I'm also gonna add some salt to help cook the onions. And once the onions start to develop some color, I'm gonna add the minced beef. I'm gonna cook it for a few minutes and break it with my wooden spoon into small pieces. At this point I'm going to add some paprika and black pepper. Give everything a nice stir. After that I'm going to start to add the rest of the ingredients. So here I have the red bell peppers. They must be finely chopped. Also you want to add the green bell peppers, or you can add green chilies if you like it spicy. And finally I'm going to add the tomatoes and the tomato paste. Now you want to let everything cook together, especially that tomato paste. You want to get rid of its raw flavor. Now I'm going to cover the pan and lower the heat and let it for about 5 minutes, just until all the liquids and juices come out of the veggies, because I don't want a dry mixture. So as you can see here, it's looking perfect. I'm gonna add some butter. Cook it for an additional 2 minutes, just until it melts and everything's looking good. Now the beef filling is looking perfect. It's ready. Just let it cool a little bit before using it. Now for the cheese blend, you can use some cheddar cheese with mozzarella cheese or marble cheese. They all work perfect. I'm also going to use some chopped parsley and some feta cheese. I'm going to mix everything together. And here you go, my cheese blend is ready. Now let's move on to the dough. As you can see here, it's perfectly risen and also it's doubled in volume. Now I'm going to cut it into 2 equal pieces. And I'm gonna cut each piece into 3 equal pieces so that I have 6 equal ball of doughs. I'm just gonna form them into small balls, let them rest for about 10 minutes so that I'm able to roll them again. Then I'm gonna take the first one. I sprinkled the bottom and the top with some flour. And I'm gonna roll it into an oval shape and stretch it a little bit with my hands, just like so. I have here a baking sheet. I lined the bottom with some parchment paper and sprinkled the top with some semolina, coarse semolina. Then I'm gonna transfer the dough to the baking sheet, and I'm gonna start filling the first one with the cheese blend. Then I'm gonna close the dough from all sides, starting from the top by overlapping the two ends until you reach the bottom. Also, you wanna pinch them so that it closes. That's perfect. And here I'm filling another one with the beef mixture. I'm gonna close it the same way and then transfer it to my baking dish or baking sheet. And finally, for the cheese pide, I'm gonna sprinkle some toasted sesame seeds. And for the beef pide, I'm gonna make like a hole in the center, and then I'm gonna crack one whole egg. This step is optional, but I really like it. Now at this point, make sure that your oven is preheated at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. It's about 200 Celsius. And you want to bake them for about 20 to 25 minutes until the dough is looking brown and golden. It's looking very good. And also the eggs are set, the cheese is all melted, and everything is looking so good. Here I'm just sprinkling some chopped parsley. And here you go, they're ready to be served. They were super delicious. Look at the cheese is melting. The blend cheese was really good. Also, the beef mixture was very flavorful, and the dough is soft and perfect. So my lovelies, that was it for today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Give it a try and tell me what you think. I'm sure that you will love it. And finally, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'm gonna see you soon in another video. Bye!